Hey everyone, just a quick reminder that Lash Boss Summit is taking place on April 25th through 27th in Austin, Texas this year. Standard tickets are $4.99 and VIP is $6.99, and you can get $100 off either ticket if you use code LashBossRadio. The agenda, tickets, and more are all on lashbosssummit.com, so check it out and enjoy today's episode. Hey everyone, welcome back to Lash Boss Radio. I'm Shelby, your host, and today I'm joined by Nikki Jacobson. She is the Global Director of Education for Lashbox LA. She has been on the show before a few years ago, but today we're going to be talking about a new technique that Lashbox LA has, some new products, and some big changes that are going on at Lashbox right now, and also just what it's been like partnering with another company, like a big brand, after working for yourself for so long. So I'm really excited for today's episode. Welcome to the show, Nikki.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Me too. It's been so long since you were last on.
I know it's been a long time, but it's been great. When was the last time I saw you at Summit last year?
We saw each other at LashCon, but then
Oh, yes,
Summit before that.
LashCon.
Yeah.
Yes, LashCon was like a half a second. It
Yeah.
was too quick.
I know. Well, yeah, I'm really interested in hearing just about your experience with Lashbox so far, and like what made you want to work with another company after, you were doing the Lash platform and
Yes.
all of that. So yeah, walk me through that process.
Yeah. So I still have the Lash platform. I still have the studio and I still do trainings and things through there. One of the main reasons I joined the team was honestly, I had a lot of personal things going on in my life. So, um, I had just, I'm newly divorced. I'm a single mom. I take care of my kids most of the time. And I was in this transition where, I've worked through the lash industry kind of from the bottom. I became like a lash artist and then I started figuring like there has to be better ways to do this. And then it kind of led into my education journey. And then from that education journey, there was this weird little part in the industry where everyone felt like they had to have their own brand and their own stuff. And I did that as well. Like I had my own product line because I was teaching so much and just to cut costs that way of, having my own products. And so got my own product line, still educating, traveling, doing all of that. And it got to a point where I was like, well, of course, the next step is opening my salon. And so then I opened the salon and, right at that moment of like that peak was when like my personal life kind of was going just through the crazy, through the hard, like we all experience crazy things in our lives. And at that moment, I kind of paused and I thought to myself, what am I doing? What do I truly love? How can I still do what I truly love, but be a mom and be a present mom and be able to balance this new reality that was my life at that moment. And at that moment, I thought, what do I truly love? Educating. I've always loved educating. That's just been, um, you know, what has kind of helped me to continue into this lash world. Why I still truly love it is because like those light bulb moments I see with people, and those stories of I learned lashes, I can support myself, I can support my family. And so at that point, I thought, okay, I'm going to continue to educate. Even with my salon now, like the employee part aspect of it wasn't something I was truly loving either. And I thought if I could just have a training center to where my salon is just education and I can continue to teach, that to me would be like the best thing ever. That is what I truly love and want to do. And so at that point, I started looking down the pathway of like readjusting. Okay, well, what changes need to be made? And I thought, well, one thing that could benefit me is if I offered other types of education, not just what I was teaching, right? Not just my customized courses. And so, you know me, we've known each other for a long time. I am one of those people that like, I am just truly honest. I don't support things that I don't truly believe in. And I would never just agree or sell you something just because, right? I truly have to love it, respect it, believe in it. And so I got to a point where I was like, I don't really teach a lot of mega volume. I have before. But that is something that I think I want to look into. And so Lydia and I go way back, it was one of those things. And I thought, I don't want to take the time to fully write a manual. I don't want to try to get products for this. Like, I don't want to do that. I would rather partner with a company who I love, respect, think the world of. I know Sylvia. I know like her mind and just how she created this amazing technique. And so I literally sent a text message and I said, "Hey, Lid, would you guys let me be an educator for you and just teach mega volume at my location here in Utah? I'm going down to just strictly educating again. And I would love if you would allow me to, I could come and take the training. And then if you guys like think I'm good enough, I would love to educate." Now, at this time, I didn't know there was a huge transition in Lashbox LA, where they previously the director of education had previously left. And so she sent me a text message back and was just like, "No way, hold on a minute." Long story short, I end up in Zoom calls with the owners and we're talking and going back and forth. And they offered me a position as director of education for Lashbox LA. And it literally was just a perfect timing moment. And things have worked out and it's been truly amazing. And I still have been able to do what I love, keep my salon, continue to train, but now in such a larger aspect. And it's truly wonderful. And I hate to say it because it sounds so cheesy, but it literally was like it just I feel like was the universe just
Yeah.
putting it all together. It really, really was. So
Yeah, all the pieces fell into place kind of perfectly. And in your story, you explained how it started because you were going through something pretty hard and like a negative point in your life, and you sat and reflected and thought, what is most important to me right now? And that led you right here. It's so crazy.
to this moment, I know. It really is crazy. It really is so crazy.
So, what has it been like working there so far, and like what do y'all have kind of in the works right now? Because I know y'all are coming to Summit. Y'all will have a booth there again for the third year. You guys are so supportive of me and Summit, and so yeah, I'm really appreciative of that. But I'm so excited. It's y'all's third year back. But what else have you guys got going on?
Oh man, yeah, we have a lot going on. So we're going to a lot of events this year. We just really love love the community, and we really love just being a part of the moments that create true connection. We love Summit. Like Summit is one of my favorite conferences. Just not just because I love you, of course, I love you, but it's like the way you structure it and the education that you bring in and um, how each educator provides different knowledge. I truly love Summit. And so we're so excited to be there. Um, we, of course, are going to a lot of trade shows. We're going to be in New York, Orlando, Vegas. I have a few other conferences. I'm going to the course in NYC. We're doing mini conferences with LashCon around other trade shows. So we have a lot of events happening and we're so excited about it. Because of course, with that, we're just introducing more of our new flower power that I know we'll talk about. As far as working for Lashbox LA, I there are times I want to pinch myself because I'm sitting in this room surrounded by these amazing men and women who truly nerd out on lashes as much as I do and who are genuinely so passionate about what they do. I honestly feel so lucky and so thankful to be working for Lashbox LA. I know my title is like Global Director of Education, but it's so much more than that. Like I work directly with Kate and Sylvia, the owners, every single day, and I kind of have a piece in like everything. I kind of monitor a lot of the things going on. And when I started at Lashbox LA, if I'm going to be brutally honest, I had a sit down conversation with Kate and Sylvia, and I was asking them, like, well, what are your guys' goals? What are your guys' dreams? And I quickly learned um, how big their hearts are and how much they truly care about the lash artist and their own community. So we've had a BA, I don't know if you know this, but we have a BA and a partner program. We've had it for a long time. And these are people who have chosen to partner with us. And so we do a lot of like behind the scenes stuff with our partners in like nourishing their growth as a lash artist, and sending them free products to test and doing all these things. And I quickly learned how big their hearts were. And then I quickly learned how upset I was, because as an outsider to Lashbox LA and as someone that's been in the industry a long time, I know what people have said about Lashbox LA. Lashbox LA is the mean girls. Lashbox LA is stuck up. They're not kind. They're not this. I've heard those things too as an outsider before I was in Lashbox LA, right? And as I'm sitting in the room with these women and they're literally pouring their hearts out about what they truly love and what the goals are for Lashbox LA, I was like, everyone has to know this. Everyone needs the opportunity to meet you guys and know you like I know you, because they are two of the most genuine, loving, kind people that I've met. And they truly don't care to be the face of the company. To them, there's two reasons. Sylvia, for one, you've met Sylvia, right? You've talked to her. Sylvia, for one, has a language barrier, and it's very hard for her to be in front of people and talking, because she feels she is not truly expressing her real self when she's not speaking in Polish. And so she gets frustrated if, for example, she'll go up and talk and she can't think of the right words, or she stumbles. Like, to her, like, she doesn't want that to happen. She wants everyone to see the best of Lashbox. And so that is why Kate and Sylvia have always chosen kind of like stars of the industry, right? To be the face of the company. Because again, they're not in it for the face or the fame or the whatever. They are truly in it to innovate products, to offer the best, and to help lash artists grow. And so, through the years, we've seen this, right? We've seen some people who are so successful in the industry came through Lashbox LA. Like we've got Maddie, who is doing Light Heart Lash now, who is a phenomenal lash artist and is wonderful. We had Tress, right? Lash Guy Pro, who has now come back to us. But they love that. They love to see people flourish and grow, and that is what they want. So, of course, my goal when I started over a year ago now was to bring that out, was to show their love and their passion, and to build a team of just positivity and passion, you know? So that has been my overall goal as I've been here, working with them. So it's been truly phenomenal. It's been amazing that they've trusted me and allowed me to use my experience and my knowledge and my connections and my relationships to just grow a team that I now am so beyond excited about, and to continue to move the industry in that direction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lashbox LA is very iconic. Everyone that's in the industry knows who they are. Even if they haven't used their products, they know who they are. And they're referenced all the time, every single day in the industry, just because of the flower bouquet technique. So yeah, it's pretty iconic that you're a part of that team. Congratulations, because it's a really big deal.
Thank you.
So I do want to ask about the new technique you guys have. I first heard about it at LashCon. I think that's when y'all announced it. But it's the flower power technique. Can you explain the difference between that and the flower bouquet technique?
Yes, absolutely. So the original flower bouquet technique was created by Sylvia. That's what she brought over 10 years ago and started Lashbox LA with, was the loose base 0.03 diameter lashes with the original glue tray and the flexible tweezers. So with our lashes and our tweezers and our glue tray, that kind of creates the system of what the flower power is. Now, over the years and over the thousands of students that Lashbox LA has trained, we realized that the hardest part was that first initial shimmy, or the push back and forth when you're creating the fan. So of course, Sylvia, being Sylvia, is like, okay, well, how do I make this better? What can I do to simplify this? And that is where the flower power lashes and the flower power technique was born. So this is a shimmy free technique. So basically, you grab the lashes right off the strip, You go to the well, you release the pressure on the tweezer, and the fans basically fan themselves. So the flower power is a shimmy-free technique that you can create these volume fans in one less step, which is the fastest technique on the market today. So it's exciting because not only is it, efficiency for lash artists, right? We always want to lash faster, of course. We always want to be as efficient as possible. We always want to make our lives as easy as possible. And that's what we've done. But along with this technique, Sylvia created a new type of lash. And that is what our flower power lashes are. It's an innovative new fiber that Sylvia worked on for years. And it has a true matte finish and it has the same loose bases. So you are able to now just grab them right off the strip and make a fan perfectly.
I really like when I see companies take what is relevant now and what's happening now and then improving upon things versus just being like, well, this is our way, like take it or leave it. It's really cool. You guys launched it at LashCon, right?
We did. Yeah. We launched it at LashCon. It was amazing.
Yeah, I heard that. I kept hearing people talk about it because y'all had like a room at LashCon where you guys just educated out of all day, which was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we taught, for me personally, between like the speaking and the courses and everything, I think we did 9 separate speaking and teaching because we had like 4 classes of our own in that course. And then, we had a couple speaking engagements and stuff. And I felt bad because at LashCon, I was like, I feel like I didn't get to talk to anybody. I didn't see even you. I'm like, hi, it's so excited to see you. And then it's like, I'm running off to the next thing,
I know.
which is so fun and amazing, but definitely busy. But it was just truly phenomenal. It was such a great experience.
Yeah.
To launch it there.
Yeah, I'm sure that was also very tiring for you guys too. And then at Summit, you're going to be speaking about the flower power technique, and we'll get to kind of see that on screen too.
Yes, we will definitely do a live demo. We'll take you through step by step, and it's going to be amazing. And one thing too, back to the comment you said about, it's cool to see companies constantly innovate. That's probably one of my favorite things about Kate and Sylvia is they are always looking at that aspect. Like, okay, yes, it's good, right? Like we can look at lashes back in the day when you and I learned, like if we do not continue to innovate, to push boundaries, to move forward, like we'd all still be lashing out of our little plastic, things with 0.25 lashes. And so that's really Sylvia's main job of what she does. Like if she could lock her room or herself, sorry, if Sylvia could lock herself in a room and test and innovate products all day, 100% she would. And that's what she does 95% of the time. We pull her out and we're like, okay, team meeting, let's go. Let's talk about this. But that is how her brain works. She is so smart and innovative. And she's so good at being so open-minded to so many things. Like I've caught myself, for example, when Y lashes first came out like years and years and years ago, I looked at it and I was like, ew, no. Like just, I judged too quickly. And she is definitely one of those where she's like, I might not fully understand it. I might not, it might be a second, but she has to get her hands on it and she has to test it and try it and love it. And then she, in her mind, is like, well, how can I make this better? What can I do to change or to implement this in a new way and do that? So that is really how Sylvia's brain works. And that's the reason I feel Lashbox LA is so successful is because she is constantly innovating and she is constantly trying to better everything that we do, that we offer when it comes to our products, when it comes to our education, just everything in general. And that, again, nerd out on lashes, right? Why I love and respect her so much is because her brain works that way. And it's so awesome to just have a conversation with her and go back and forth with products and things. And, I watch her face still light up after years and years and years and years of lashing. Like she still gets excited about like, I found this new thing and I'm so excited. I need you to test it, And so it's just wonderful to be a part of a team who truly genuinely cares about the lash artists and the industry and and offering the best of the best.
And it goes to show just how important great leadership is, because you're so excited because they're so excited. And like the artists are so excited because y'all are so excited. And so, yeah, it's important that it comes from the leader. And I was just thinking as you were talking about them, I've never had them on the show. I need to, because I think it would be such a great episode, but yeah, they sound great to work for, and a company where everyone is so invested and happy to be there. I think you don't really have a successful company without that, without both good leadership, good team members, and innovation. Obviously good products, but we knew that already. So
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. And leadership, I feel like really isn't for everyone. I feel like you do have to have a certain personality to be a really good leader. And to me, it's being a leader over a boss.
yeah.
Like, I'm not there to tell you what to do and boss you around and be like, listen to me, like, as for me as a leader, and even this plays into as an educator, like, my job is to make you feel as comfortable as possible. My job is to create a positive environment where you can then thrive. And I feel like you're a perfect example of this too, just with your salon and with your girls. Like, you truly want them to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have leadership skills like that, and you have emotional maturity, for example, and you don't get tied up in like the drama or the gossip or whatever, like, it really shows that as a leader, you can then build a team with a strong foundation.
Right. Yeah.
Which I feel like is so important. It's so important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, across like our whole industry, like in every segment of it, salon ownership, brands, et cetera, and outside of our industry too, like leadership is kind of the thing that drives the whole company forward. If you don't have a good leader, then the company is probably not going to last very long. So yeah, I always find it fascinating when these brands that have been around for quite a long time, they're still growing, because that didn't happen to all of the brands. We see a lot of those original brands, like I don't hear about them at all anymore. But then we have some that came in that like initial, like first, they were like the first new wave of brands. And some of them have gone on to like, you guys mostly have gone on to do some amazing stuff. So it's really impressive. Okay, so last question is, what is on the horizon for Lashbox LA?
Ooh, that's such a good question. I did a post the other day and I was like, I want to spill all the beans, but I can't. So on the horizon for Lashbox LA, we've made huge announcements over the past little bit. I'm sure you guys have seen it. We have added some amazing team members to the Lashbox LA family. So Mackenzie Graham, she is now over our social media, and we are so obsessed with her. We love her. Um, we also added Lash Drive Pro to our team, who that's a fun, amazing story and kind of came full circle moment. And just, we're continuing to add members who, again, share that same drive and passion and that unique love for the industry. And, as I sit in meetings, it's honestly, I have the biggest smile on my face and I'm just so excited about what's coming up. So, as a collective and as a team, we are working on things that I'm just so excited about. This goes into offering new education, how we're delivering this new education, being able to get it into more lash artists' hands, and just being very innovative that way. We have some amazing new products coming out this year that have been in the works for years. One of these products we've tested over 3 years, and we are just so excited to bring that out and share that. So we do have a lot of new products coming out this year. And then we just have a really big plan to not just say anymore that we understand lash artists are struggling. We understand it's hard. We understand this. Like, we are actually going to really back it up and offer um, unique tools and ways that you can actually make a change in your lash career. And so we're super, super excited for that as well. So a lot going on. So excited. Just, yeah, I'm just so beyond excited. And for Lashbox LA, for our team, for the industry in general. And a lot of fun things are going to happen this year.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Well, thank you so much for coming on and sharing today. I've loved having you back on the show after all this time. Thank you so much.
Yes, of course, of course. And if you want the girls on here, and they'll be happy to come on. We can
I
definitely make that
I'm
happen.
like, yes, I need to like reach out like today and get this on the books because I'd love to have them on too.
That would be amazing.